Democratic Senator Cory Booker is just about to break the record for longest filibuster. We want to look at this live right now. This is a live look at the House floor. The New Jersey senator has officially been speaking for about 24 hours and 19 minutes straight. There was a small break with a chaplain that came in for a while, but he has been going nonstop. He now surpasses the record held by the late Senator Strom Thurmond, who filibustered for 24 hours and 18 minutes in 1957 in opposition of the Civil Rights Act. Let's listen in to Cory Booker.
Proud America is of you.
Julie Sirkin is following this for us. And Julie, Senator Booker had been rallying against President Trump and his second term. Tell us more about what he was talking about throughout that day in this filibuster.
24 hours, Tom, and 19 minutes, and Senator Cory Booker has broken this record. He was talking about everything that the Trump administration has done in the first 2 months that Booker says has harmed and will continue to harm Americans. He stayed on message, which is rare and notable for even the list of the longest speeches before him. Some read children's books, some quote something entirely off message, but Booker here talking about education, about immigration, about the cuts to the federal government, ending in the last 20 minutes before he officially broke this record, talking about the legacy of the late John Lewis, of course, his legacy in the civil rights movement, which is notable in terms of Booker breaking the record because the person that he took that record from was Democrat Strom Thurmond, who in 1957 spoke on the floor for a long time in what's known as a filibuster to try and prevent the Civil Rights Act from passing. And now Booker becoming the first black man, the senator from New Jersey, to reach this point and to take that record for himself.
Yeah, quite the irony there in history. We should also mention, right, Democrats are looking for some momentum, if you will, some energy within the party as the party sort of looks to pick up the pieces after the 2024 presidential election. It feels like, and it looks like, Senator Cory Booker, at least on the Democratic side, is trying to meet that moment.
Absolutely, he is trying to meet that moment, especially when they were home in the last couple of weeks during recess and heard from voters the immense anger, the palpable frustration that the Democratic base has right now at their party leadership in Washington. And you can't see it at home, but the Senate gallery around the entire perimeter of it is full with people who came here to hear Cory Booker's speech. That is who he was looking up at and kind of placing his hand on his heart as they applauded him and stood in a standing ovation. There are also people outside of the Capitol, by the way. One woman a couple of moments ago, spotted by somebody on her team, had a sign thanking Booker for using his voice. They were listening to it, had a little speaker near them. And so here, obviously, Booker using this moment, again, not in this case filibustering any specific piece of legislation. There's nothing on the calendar for the Senate to work on today or tomorrow, but using this moment to make sure that voters who want to support Democrats are hearing from somebody who potentially wants to be in leadership, maybe even another run for president in 2028. I couldn't help but notice some of the language he used there in praising and giving thanks to the late John Lewis that kind of hinted at that perhaps, but certainly Democrats looking to fill that void that they have right now. The speech isn't going to do it, but it's a sign that they are using their very limited power in the minority, Tom, to speak up and speak out as much as they can.
Okay, Julie Sirkin for us on this historic moment. Julie, we appreciate that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.